Hey, it's good to see you, because after living with the Bose Smart Ultra for a few weeks, you start to notice something most people miss. Sound doesn't just fill a room anymore, it shapes the way you experience every moment in it. This is for the kind of person who's done with muddled audio, distant dialogue, and that nagging feeling that your TV should sound better than it does. You already recognize quality when you hear it. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Powerful systems like this don't stay predictable. You knew it was time to upgrade the second you leaned forward to catch dialogue that felt buried or unclear, when action scenes felt flat instead of immersive, when you realized you were lip reading more than listening. That's not just a preference, that's frustration speaking up. And once you decide you're done with that, everything changes. The first time you fired this soundbar up, it wasn't just louder. It was clearer. Voices suddenly had presence. Music had texture. Explosions felt anchored instead of smeared. Dolby Atmos doesn't just widen the soundscape, it places you inside it. You feel direction, depth, and nuance that your old setup never delivered. Once you experience that level of audio clarity and spatial depth, going back feels like you're watching muted theater. Imagine movie nights where every whisper and every roar lands exactly where it should. Imagine gaming where you can hear the direction footsteps come from, where music doesn't compete with dialogue, where ambience feels real. And with AI dialogue mode, everyday programs become easier to follow without cranking volume and blasting everyone in the room. This isn't just sound, it's presence. Take a second to glance at the price again while you think it over. Deals this capable don't tend to linger. You might wonder if a premium soundbar is worth it. That doubt disappears instantly when you hear clear vocals without turning the volume up, when action scenes feel layered instead of flat, when your music feels full and dynamic. That's not just performance, that's confidence in your setup. There's also a subtle pride that comes with owning something this capable. You don't have to show it off, you just feel the difference every time you sit down. It's like your room finally learned how to sound right instead of good enough. Dialogue that feels present and crisps around depth that wraps your space. Impact you can feel, not just hear. Music that stays true to the mix. Immersion that makes every moment richer. It does need room to breathe in your setup, and once you hear this quality, weaker systems feel disappointing. Eventually you stop circling specs and just choose the sound that already feels right, the option you keep thinking about because it matches what you want out of every show and movie. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and later wish you'd made sooner. If you want your movies, games, and shows to sound as good as they look, this is the moment to make that choice.